Today we are going to discuss about the hygen wave theory. Hygen wave theory, basically hygen wave theory is a theory that does not explain the reflection, refraction and propagation, because that was discussed by Newton. Now basically Hygen has explained, like what he has stated. He said that the light travel in the form of waves. As Newton said that like light emitted from a luminous source, that is in the form of a tiny particles, but here the Huygens says that the light travels in the form of waves, and light always required a medium to travel. According to Huygens, light required a medium. Then third statement he has given that the speed of light is greater in rare medium and less in denser medium. Okay, Huygens says that the speed of light is basically greater in rare medium and less in the denser medium. He has explained two things. One is interference, and one he has explained diffraction. As Newton has explained the reflection, refraction as well as propagation, so Huygens has explained interference, and basically interference has two types, that is constructive and destructive. Constructive and destructive interference. What is basically that forms a bright fringe, okay, and that forms a dark fringe. Later on we will be discussing what are the bright fringe and the dark fringe, but here what our main concern is what is constructive interference and what is destructive interference. Basically constructive interference, for example, this is the wave, okay, and this is the another wave, but they are in the sequence, like this collide with this wave collide with this wave. Similarly this, they will not collide, but because they are in the same sequence, so when they will mix together, they make a large wave. They basically make a large wave. This is known as a constructive interference, okay. And if we talk about the destructive interference, and here in constructive the result will be greater, okay. Then if we talk about the dark fringe, dark fringe means destructive interference, that is destructive interference. Basically destructive interference is like that is a wave, that is one wave, other wave will be opposite of this, like this wave is on upper side, this wave will be on the lower side, this wave is on the lower side, this wave will be on the upper side, then this wave is on the upper side, again this wave will be on the lower side. It means when they will collapse with each other, in the result the straight line is formed. Here in destructive the straight line is formed, so that is known as a destructive wave, okay. Now the second is diffraction. What is diffraction? If we talk about diffraction, for example, if a light is traveling in a straight line, the light is traveling in a straight line, But like if we placed an obstacle in front of that light, okay, and here is a hole between this line, there is a hole between this line, and an obstacle is placed on in the front of these lines. Now when these lines were moving in the straight line, after having obstacle, these lines will move from this hole. When these lines will move from this hole, then the light disperse and the path will change. Okay, the path will obviously change because all the waves of light are moving from this hole only, because the obstacle is placed between them. So the light will disperse, and there will be like the path will be change of these waves. That is known as diffraction.